Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome. Early morning before work game today. This is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. This is our 1961 Race for 61 replay using the APBA classic cards, the vintage cards, the vintage boards, the vintage sacrifice booklet. And let's get started here. Let me go over the lineups real quick. It's Yankees are visiting Detroit. Now, if there's any team that could beat the Yankees, they're undefeated right now. They stand at 8-0. And it's the Detroit Tigers. They were 101-61, so they won 100 games. They were 7th in batting with a 266 batting average, a 421 slugging percentage. They were 7th in pitching with an ERA of 3.55, a WHIP of 1.2. Frank Larry is a B pitcher. He was 23-9 with a 3.24 ERA. And for the Yanks, visiting here in Detroit, this is Game 1, April 24th, 1961. It's Tony Kubek. Shortstop, Hector Lopez left field. Batting second, batting third is Roger Maris in right field. Mickey Mantle is center fielder. Batting cleanup, batting fifth is Yogi Berra, the catcher. Sixth is Bill Skowron, the first baseman. Darren Johnson is filling in today for Cleve Boyer. He's the third baseman today. And Bobby Richardson at second base, batting eighth. And batting ninth is Bob Turley. Bob Turley is just a standard D pitcher, with a Y and a W. So I don't know how long he'll last. He did go 6 innings in his last outing. And for the Tigers, it's going to be, and we didn't sleeve these yet, so we're going to be sleeving these as we play. Jake Wood, second baseman, not a really good fielding second baseman. He's rated pretty low. It's at a 6. Bill Bruton, he used to be with the Braves in 59. He's now with the Tigers, batting second, and he is an exceptional center fielder. According to APBA, Al Kaline is a 3 in right field, also an exceptional right fielder. Rocky Colavito, left fielder, batting cleanup. Batting fifth is Norm Cash at first base. Sixth is Steve Burrows at third base. Dick Brown at catcher, batting seventh. Batting eighth is Chico Fernandez, the shortstop, and batting ninth is Frank Larry. Let's get started. We're using the cardboard shaker. Here's the first pitch, and that's a 63, and that's popped up. And that's in foul ground. Catcher near the stands and makes the catch. And you'll hear my Adobe making some noise in the background. It's early in the morning. Next is Lopez at 32, and that's bounced to second base. Fielded by Wood, and he throws out Lopez. So F2 and a 4-3. There's 2 outs, and up comes Roger Maris, who hit his first home run. And here's a 53 of 15 in left field. It's a 2, and that's going to be a fly ball to left. That will be caught, and that's 3 up and 3 down. We move to the bottom of the first, no score. It's Jake Wood from Elizabeth, New Jersey. Here's the pitch. It's a 35. That's ball 4. Remember that Bob Turley was not a full season Yankee. So he gets traded somewhere and has a W, so that's not very impressive. So Jake Wood is on at first, and he is a fast second baseman, just to keep that. Bill Bruton is up next. Here's a pitch. Bruton with a 55. That's line base hit, and that'll send the runner to third. So first and third now. So just like that, the Tigers have something going. So this may be the end of the Yankees' undefeated streak, 8 games in a row, here to start the 61 season. In our Vintage APBA replay, if you like the vintage cards, these are it. Let's do it. Al Kaline bats third. Got a tremendous card. Here's a pitch, and that's going to be a 42, ball 4. Bases are loaded. So just like that, didn't take very long for Bob Turley to get himself in some deep trouble. And what I do is I either do scans of the cards or I sleeve the cards. I usually use Steve's computer maker to add some players, but today I didn't because the starting lineup had all the players I already had. So I just went with it. So I'm going to be very conservative with this lineup in terms of making changes. Here's Rocky Colavito. Here's a pitch, and that's going to be a 35, a 40, with the bases loaded in the infield back. We're using the old school boards, a 25 double play. It's hit right back to the pitcher, goes to the catcher for one, back to first. 1, 2, 3 double play. So that's going to be 2 outs now, and runners on first and second move up. Hold on a second, let me just deal with this situation. Alright, the cat was kind of exciting my dog a little bit. Alright, so second and third, and now it's Norm Cash coming up. Again, as we go, we're sleeving these players to kind of protect these cards, keep them in good shape for as long as possible. And here's a pitch from, let's see if Bob Turley can get himself out of this mess. And I don't think he's going to do that, because that's going to be a 9, and that's going to be a base hit. Let's see how many runners will come in here. Single beats out infield hit, 1 runner scores other than thirds. We get lucky. It's an infield single that only scores 1. So an RBI scoring is Bruton, and that puts runners on first and third for Steve Burrows, who has a nice clean card, by the way. Nice clean card here for Steve Burrows. And yeah, another pitch from Turley. So far he's faced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 batters. Here's a 6th batter of the inning, and a 65. He will get out of this. This is popped up right field. Backing up is Richardson and Skowron, and in comes Maris, and he calls everybody off, makes the catch, and that retires the side. So the Yanks get lucky. They only give up 1 run. It could have been a lot worse on a couple of hits and a couple of walks. The Tigers leave 2 men on, and we move to the top of the second, 1-0 Detroit, and it's Roger Maris leading off against Frank Larry. Here's a pitch, and that's a 46, which is a fly ball to right field out there. I failed to kind of keep up with what was going on here. Sorry, guys. I have a tendency to do that when I start a game. So it was first and third there, then it was a walk, then it was a 1, 2, 3 double play. Then it was a single, 1 run scored on that. And then, of course, a fly out to right, to Maris and right. Now, this is going to be a fly out to K-line and right. And that's 1 down. So, for the Yankees, these are the original cards, but what I did was I scanned them. Because since I used them, that's the team I'm replaying. I'm using them a lot. And I just, I can't really... So, some teams I'm going to have to scan because I don't have enough sleeves to sleeve every single player. So, I scanned some teams and I sleeve some others. Here's Mickey. Yogi Berra should be up now. That should have been Mantle. Who did I have? That was a 46. It was a... Oh, that should have been a strikeout. Mantle should have struck out. Yeah. So Mantle strikes out, and now it's Yogi Berra. All right, here's a pitch from Larry, 14. That's lifted to left field. Colavito's there. Two down. So Yogi Berra flies out to Rocky Colavito. And here's a Moose Skowron. That's a 45. That's ball 4. So Larry walks his first batter, and Skowron is on at first. He's an S batter, so he will be playing it safe here. And here's Darren Johnson. Pitch to Johnson. It's a 56, and that's at 34. Should be a pop-up. Should be a pop-up to short, most likely, and it is. And that'll end the inning. Shortstop Fernandez. And that's 3 outs. They leave 1, score none. No hits in that inning. So we go to the bottom of the second inning. Let's see how Turley does. See how many innings he can get through. Here's Dick Brown, Richard Brown, 34, and that's a drive to center field. On the run is Mantle, and Mantle catches up with it. 1 away. Next is Chico Fernandez. He's from Havana, Cuba. That's a 34, and that's popped up. Mantle in center field. 2 down. And Larry now with a 42, and that'll be a strikeout to end the inning. So easy inning for Turley. No runs, no hits, none left. We move to the top of the third. Good thing about APBA, you can get a quick game in before you go to work. Doesn't take very long. Here's Richardson, and that's a 33, and that's going to be lined ripped to left center field. Richardson is on with a single. We're going to get a bunt from Turley, and that's a 31, which will be a 13. That'll be a foul strike. Again, a 45 and a 23. Let's see what that's going to be. Get the old classic book. This is bound with tape. It's not the other style, the more modern style. 23 is going to say double play pop up to the pitcher. Pitcher turns around and whips it to first, so it's a 1-1-3 double play. And so Turley popped up into a double play, failed to move the runner over, and with 2 outs and nobody on, here is Tony Kubek with a 46, and that's a fly to right. That is K-line, settles under it and makes the catch. 3 up and 3 down. Oh, and 1 hit in this inning, but nothing resulted. Let's move to the bottom of the third. Jake Wood, who walked in the first inning. And it's a 41. It'll be bounced to short. And Kubek gobbles it up, throws over to first. 1 down. Bill Bruton with a 26, and that's lifted to left field. Lopez. He's there. 2 down. Al Kaline. Al Kaline is a 3 right fielder. He's fast. He does it all. A good power. 32, and he's going to bounce one to the second baseman, Richardson. And that'll do it for the bottom of the third. 3 up and 3 down. We move to the top of the 4th inning. 1/3 through the ball game here. Batter is going to be Lopez with a 40. That's a foul strike. Pull one down the line. Goes foul. Again, the pitch, a 21, and that's a fly to left. Colavito's there. 1 down. Maris with a 64, and that's a swing and a miss, and he goes down on strikes. Chase the curveball out in front. 2 down. Mickey Mantle. Mantle against Larry. Mantle struck out in his first at bat. Let's see what happens here, and it's going to lift one to left field. Down the line. Goes the opposite way. Colavito makes the catch, and that retires the side. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Rocky Colavito leading it off here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch from Turley, who's still in there. 66, and that's a deep drive to left field. Back goes Lopez to the track, looks up, and that's gone. Home run. Rocky Colavito. He's got a 1 at 66, a 1 at 11, a 4 at 33, and a 6 at 22. So he's got some power. Solo shot, and it's 2-0. Detroit. Here's Norm Cash, another guy with a lot of power. And that's going to be a deep drive to center field, backing up his Mantle on the warning track, and he hauls it in for out number 1. Steve Burrows with a 12, and that's bounced to second base. Easy play for Richardson. Here's Brown, another guy with power, and that's going to be lifted to left field. Lopez left center field. Mantle comes over, but it's Lopez. And 1 run comes in on the home run, the solo home run by Rocky Colavito. Score is 2-0. We're at the top of the 5th. We want to prevent Turley from giving up too many runs. Oh, God. Got to use the shaker, otherwise, you know. Let's see, that's a 16. Yogi Berra's up, and a 12, I think. A 12 will be a ground ball to the pitcher. I'm sorry, the first baseman. who takes it himself. One down. Moose Scourins up. Scourin walked. And that's a 25, and an 8 is going to be a fly ball to center field. Bruton is there. Puts it away. 2 down. So a B pitcher takes that away. Makes it a fly ball rather than a single. And here's Darren Johnson. Darren Johnson has some big power years later on, and here's another fly ball to center. On the run is Bruton, and Bruton runs it down. 3 up and 3 down. So B pitcher took away 2 hits there from the Yanks. Like I said, this is a tough team to get by. So if anybody's going to end their undefeated streak is going to be the Detroit Tigers with 101 wins in the 1961 season. Here's Chico Fernandez. So we're going to keep Turley on it. We can't fall behind any farther. We're already down 2-0, 62-39. I believe that's going to be ball 4. It's a W walk. So that's another walk, and Larry's going to bunt now. Again, we're going to use our classic sacrifice booklet. It's taped rather than spiral bound. Here's the pitch. Larry with a 65. That's a 32, and that should be a good bunt, and it will be. Bunted to the third baseman, over to first. So a sack, 5-4 will make it. That's a walk, and a sack, 5-4. And here comes the top of the order, Wood. So one more run allowed, and we're pulling him. Can't fall behind. Oh, that's a foul ball, pulled down the line, but foul. Again, fouls one back. 0-2. Here's a pitch, and that's a 61 and a 37 with a runner at second. 37 will be a runner picked off second base. So turning around quickly as Turley whips it to Kubek. Kubek sneaks in behind Fernandez, tags him out, and they pick off Fernandez at second base. 1-6. Huge pickoff from Bob Turley. Not really a good pitcher, but he got himself out of a jam there. Eliminates a base runner. And big play. Here's Jake Wood again, 13. That's ball 4. Bill Bruton is next. Center fielder. Brave, that's a 66, and that's going to take us into the second column. That's going to be trouble, and probably going to drive in a run. See what happens. That's a 61, and it's going to be a deep drive to right field down the line. If it stays fair, that ball is gone, and it is gone. 2-run shot by Bill Bruton on that 61 roll. Yikes. There's no stats on these cards, so I don't know how he really did, but that's not good for the Yanks, because now they're down 4-0. No way they're going to come back here. Highly doubtful. So he drives in a couple with a 2-out, 2-run home run, and that's going to be it. We're going to bring in a new pitcher for the Yanks. Turley is out, and we're going to go with let's see, what inning is it this early? So we're going to go with Coates here. We are going to go with Coates. Let's see if we can find Coates somewhere. There we are. Coates is going to be an A pitcher for this batter. Jim Coates is his name. He replaces Turley, and he will be a BY. Well, facing Al Kaline. Al Kaline is 0 for 1 with a walk. Here's the pitch, and that's a 36. It'll be a strikeout to end the inning. So the Tigers pick up 2. They lead at 4-0. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Hold on 1 second. All right, so Elston Howard in the double switch came in to play first base. Kaline struck out against Coates. And leading off is going to be Bobby Richardson against Frank Larry, who won 23 games for the Tigers. That's going to be a 52, which will be a bouncer to third. And that is Burrows. throws him out, one down. Playing a quick game before going to work. And it's Howard, Elston Howard now. That's a 15, and that is going to be ripped for a base hit because he's got a 7 there, so that bypasses the B pitcher. So that's a good thing. We got a single runner on base, so Elston Howard comes in on a double switch and produces. All right, so a runner on first, and it's Tony Kubek. And the 35, and that's going to be a check swing, little number between the pitcher and the first baseman, and Kubek's going to beat it out. Infield hit. So we got runners on first and second now, and we're getting close to the heart of the order. Maris, Mantle, and Berra. Here's Hector Lopez. With one out, we're gonna let him bat. Hopefully, he doesn't hit into a double play here. Here's a pitch from Larry, and that's gonna be a 52 at 27. I don't think that's gonna be a double play because he's not a very good third baseman. It's gonna be a ground ball to third. He's gonna have one play. Both runners will move up. Throws to first. And both runners move up here. So we got 2 runners in scoring position for Roger Maris. Roger Maris, a lefty hitter. He's from Hibbing, Minnesota. 6 feet, 185. Hit 61 home runs in 1961 so far. He's got 1. Here's Roger Maris. We need a home run here. Are we going to get it? We are not. That's going to be a ball 4, and that's going to load the bases for Mickey Mantle. So now the tying run is at the plate in Mantle. We're down 4-0 to Detroit. The Yanks had started the season at 8-0, and Detroit is probably the best team they faced so far. They had 101 wins, and Larry, the pitcher, had 23 wins himself. So basically 1/5 of that. And Detroit was 7th in batting and 7th in pitching. All right, here's Mickey Mantle with the bases loaded, and Larry checks in with Dick Brown for the sign. He shakes him off. Now sees something he likes. And now sees something he likes and sets and deals. And here's a pitch, and that is a 43, which is a 29. And Detroit is going to get themselves out of this jam on a ball that's hit right back to the pitcher. Fielded by Larry, throws to first, and that is the inning. So no runs on a couple of hits. And they leave the bases loaded here. They had a huge chance there with Maris and Mantle coming up with runners in scoring position, and neither of them produced. So we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Still 4-0 Detroit. Colavito, Coates is on the mound. It's a 4-3 and a 29. It bounced right back to Coates, and he'll throw out Colavito 1-3. Norm Cash is up with a 64, and that's ball 4. Norm Cash walks. He's on at first. He's a blank, no speed. Here comes Steve Burrows. And that's a 35, a 39. There goes the runner. Throw down from Berra, and they got him. It's going to be 2-6. Actually 2-4, because it's a lefty. Right, it's a righty batter, but the second baseman's covering. So here's Burrows again. That's a 54, and it's popped up to the right side. Maris racing in, and Richardson and Howard towards the line, and it is Maris. So that is 3 outs, and we move to the top of the 7th inning. It's 4-0 Detroit. Berra's leading it off here against Larry. That's a 21, which would be a fly to right field. A few steps to his left is Kaline, and he hauls it in, 1 down. This is the 7th inning. Larry will become an 8 pitcher if he can get through this. 3-hit ball so far for Larry. That's a 34, and that's a drive to left center field. Bruton. Oh, wait a second. It's the pitcher now, so we're going to have to bring in a pinch hitter. And who's it going to be? Larry, so it's going to bring. Let's see who we got. Who the Yankees have here? Kelly, Boyer, Stafford, Blanchard. We're going to bring in Blanchard, pinch hit for the pitcher, and that's going to be a drive to right center field. On the run is Bruton, and Bruton runs it down. 2 out. And here comes Darren Johnson filling in for Cleve Boyer today. And the pitch from Larry. Larry's 1 out away from becoming an A pitcher. Frank Larry for the Detroit Tigers. And that's going to be a 32. Bounce to second base. Easy play for Jake Wood. Bobbles it for a second, but then whips it to first. No runs, no hits. We go bottom of the 7th. Brown is leading off against, they need a new pitcher here for the Yanks. And let's see if we can grab a guy named Darren, see if I have him available. I don't know that I do. I don't. Let me see. Sheldon. Do I have Sheldon available? Stafford, Dally. I do have Sheldon. He's a deep pitcher, but that's who I'm bringing in. So Sheldon is coming in. He's a D. Against Dick Brown. Here's a pitch, and that is going to be a 26, which is a ball sent out to left field. And out there is Lopez, puts it away. Chico Fernandez is next with a 56, and that's going to be a pop-up to short. 2 down. And now it's Larry, the pitcher. He's up. Look off his card. That's a 41. It's a ground ball to the shortstop, Kubek, who charges it. Fires the first, and that's 3 up, 3 down. We go to top of the 8th inning. Oh, wait a second. That was a pop-up. I did that wrong. That was a pop-up to short, and then a 6-3. Okay. Now we have Richardson leading off. It's going to be Richardson and Elston Howard, and then the top of the order, Kubik. Larry's an A pitcher now, so let's fix that. So we get rid of the B, add an A, and that's a 51. A 9 is going to be a strikeout against an A pitcher, I believe, and it is. Strike 3. Call out on strikes for Richardson. 1 down. Howard now with a 65, and that is a drive to center field. Backing up is Bruton on the track, and he makes the catch. So that ball hung up there. 2 out. Top of the order for the Yanks. The Yanks are 4 outs away from losing their first game of the 1961 season. Frank Larry, totally dominant today, with allowing only 3 hits. And that's going to be a 21, which is a fly out to K-line. And that retires the side. 3 up and 3 down for Larry. And it's Jake Wood leading it off. Again, it's a deep pitcher. Sheldon on the mound for the Yanks. So pitch, it's a 15. That is ripped to left center field. Base hit for Wood. And there he goes. A throw down from Barron, not in time. So it's a single and a stolen base. It's automatic with APBA. And here's Bill Bruton. Can intentionally walk Bruton to face K-line, Colavito, and Cash. Wow, they have some lineup. Holy smokes. Pitch to Bruton, 25, and that's going to be a 10. And that's going to be a single infield hit, runner to third. F scores, so the runner will come around to score. So it's an RBI single. Wait a second. Let's make sure it's runner on second, right? Yeah. On a 10, infield runner to third. Okay. So run scores, and it's 5. Nothing. Here's K-line. We need a double play here. Pitch from Sheldon. 26, and that's going to be a 40. And a 40 is going to be a ground ball to first. He's going to go to second for one. Back to first, not in time, so it's a fielder's choice. 3-6 fielder's choice. So K-line hits it to the first baseman, who Elston Howard, who whipped it to the shortstop, Kubek, and the throw back was not in time. K-line hustled down the line. Here's Rocky Colavito, who's got a home run so far in this game. That's a 62. That's a swing and a miss, and he strikes out. 2 down. Norm Cash, another power hitter. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. Here's a pitch. 54, and that's a drive to deep right field. Right center field. Maris on the run, and Maris catches up to it. So 1 run on 2 hits, and we go to last licks for the Yanks. Top of the 9th. It's going to be Lopez leading off. Larry is an A pitcher. It's going to be Lopez, Maris, and Mantle. Here's a pitch. 64, and that's strike 3. Got him looking. Called out on strikes. So that's 1 down. Roger Maris is next with a 35, and that's ball 4. He walks. Yanks are 2 outs away from their first loss of the 61 season. Here's Mickey Mantle. Mantle with a 65. Strike 3. Got him. So Mantle chases. A slider low and away. Here's Berra now. I don't know if they were throwing sliders yet at 61. Could have been a spitball. Here's Berra now. Another lefty hitter. Here's the pitch, and that's a 52, which will be a bounce out to third. And that will be the ball game. It goes Burrows to Cash. And the Yanks have lost their first game. I knew it was going to come, but was hoping it wouldn't come this soon. No runs for the Yanks on 3 hits and no errors. For Detroit, it's 5 runs on 7 hits and no errors. Berra grounds out to end the game. And the win goes to Larry. He is now 2-1. The loss goes to Turley. He is 2-1. And the Yanks drop to 8 wins and 1 loss. Detroit is 6 wins and 3 losses. And that's it. Interesting game. Knew it was going to happen. Going to play a couple more games with Detroit in my 61 replay. Race for 61. Maris has only 1 home run. Mantle has 4. And I think Skowron has 4. Maris only has 1 so far. We'll see. He's gonna heat up though. He's gonna heat up. He's got a lot of home run numbers on his card. This is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Thanks for watching the early morning game. Remember to like and subscribe and comment as well. I always appreciate those comments. And remember to join Universal Baseball Association Facebook group. It's a Facebook group for those guys that hate Facebook groups. You're going to like this one, I promise. Take care. I will see you soon on the way to work. Adios, amigo.